Flogcast may occasionally contain explicit content that makes it not safe for work or for minors. It also doesn't provide an excuse to use the same words on Bay 13. Normal big footy rules still apply.
Alright, so this is the Flogcast for round 12. I'm the membership microwaver from Richmond Starburns, and this week I'm joined by our favourite member of the Geelong cheer squad and poster on the Geelong board, Teach.
We are Geelong, the greatest team of all, and we're from Tigerland, the fighting hero from Tigerland.
We beat the bye. Shame Carlton couldn't. Our resident St Kilda flogger, who's not melting at all after this week, Cooksen.
He who is tired of Ghostbusters is tired of life.
What? The fucking St Kilda, they won within the last ditch. Come on.
We'll get there. Calm down.
Dude, this is just the intros, okay, man? He's a bit excited, isn't he, to Teach? They must have had a big win. And getting a bit gooey for Degoe. From Collingwood, we have Morgs.
Good evening.
And, of course, our resident member of the Hawthorn Goo Brigade, Penal.
I poured spot remover on my dog, now he's gone.
Don't get ahead of yourself, dickhead. I'm here.
Alright, let's begin with goo or tears. Who wants to go first?
Teach.
Oh, well, okay, I'll go first. Magnificent win by the Catters. The Twin Towers of Reece Stanley. Thank you very much, Cookie, for trading him to us. Cookie and Blixarves just ripped Port Adelaide to bits. So that was that's my goo.
I'll go next because my tears are from that same game, and my tears are commentary again. And last week it was Basil. This week's not as bad, but my tears are Bruce McAvaney. Because Wingard had a fantastic game. He 27 and forward, which was awesome. He was brilliant. He tried to keep Port in the game, did everything he could. But when he was doing things, Bruce said Rioli-esque, or Cyril-esque, or whatever. No, what Rioli does is now Wingard-esque, because Wingard has gone past Rioli. Suck on that hodgepodge. He's a superior.
Turn it up.
Yeah, and that's my tears for fucking Bruce McAvaney and his man crush.
Fair enough.
I had nothing else to think of.
My goo is Jack Stephen, who managed
didn't he play well?
Managed to just stroll away from a contest with 40 seconds to go, or thereabouts. Get the ball forward, get the ball again, and kick it forward, which leads to a match-winning goal right at the last.
He's mowing down Joel Selwood.
Oh yeah, mowing down everyone.
He's gone
Except
past
that
Selwood.
He didn't actually play against Joel Selwood, so... But, yeah, you're right, Cookie. He was amazing in that last minute.
Morgs or Penal?
I've got some goo, and it might as well just be for Degoe, as always. And his tackle, which led to a goal, which led to his injury and subsequent tears when he was subbed. But it was still fantastic.
He did play well. He played very well.
He did play well, once again proving that he's better than Kanye Turner, who is spudding it up in the VFL. So, yeah.
Concerning Norf, you.
Oh, yeah, I watched him play on Sunday. Well, apparently I did. I'd never seen him once. But he was on the ground, apparently.
He was bowling people over. That's why he didn't notice. He doesn't win the ball.
No, he really wasn't. He wasn't bowling anybody over. And Werribee, who are North's second side, I guess, their VFL side, pulled a North and let us kick 10 goals in a quarter and lost.
Penal.
I've got a bit of goo. I'm gooey.
Oh, it's new.
I'm gooey for...
Well, yeah, are we surprised about this?
Well, there is no Hawthorn this week, so yeah.
Morgs is gooey for Degoe. I'm gooey for the Gold Coast because they...
Have I been plagiarised again?
You had...
Let him finish.
They were excellent this week. They deserve to win against Freo. Very unlucky not to win. I think they're on the right track. Eats cleaning out their culture, and they have taken their deserved spot at the top of the uncontaminated ladder.
I think you're full of shit there, Penal.
No, they have broken
Yeah.
the 35-week stranglehold that Hawthorn have had on number one place in the power rankings.
If any
Okay.
team was going to knock us off the power rankings, I'm glad it was Gold Coast. They deserve it.
Nah, fuck them. They're a bunch of wankers.
Now let's start with that game because Penal's put us on there. We're going to start with the close one, but we will start with Gold Coast Freo. It was played in the wet conditions up on the Gold Coast. They were brave.
Oh.
Nah, Brave's a bad
Yeah,
word, but
what happens when you're a good side and you're up against someone who's really trying hard against you? You still win, and that's what Fremantle did.
yeah, they did, but they didn't kick straight.
Why doesn't that happen when Freo face us?
They rest all their players. But it was actually reasonable. Like, I'm a big fan of wet weather footy, even if it is Freo and it's kind of ugly. But 6-17 to 7 goals for. They should have been smacked, but they weren't.
Well, they just they just keep winning, and I'm like you, Starburns. I like wet weather football. We get that many times down at Kardinia Park, and
Is that from all the sleet on the ground?
Shut up, dickhead. They just know how to win. They find a way to win, and so even though Gold Coast they lifted this week, I'm sure because they were like, oh, we're last on the ladder. We've got to do everything we possibly can to win, and suck a fat one. You didn't.
I'm really surprised that you're finding so many positives for Freo out of this game. I mean, came after the Richmond loss, and this is now genuinely concerning for Freo. The bye couldn't have come at a better time because they're badly out of form.
But they are, and they're struggling. And
Hopefully they stay out of form for another week after the bye.
They still have to face St Kilda twice. 2 danger games.
That's concerning.
2 losses there.
Yeah.
So
Fuck, I'd like to face St Kilda twice in the next month.
Yeah, but you don't have a hoodoo against them. This would be like you facing Hawthorn in a game that mattered. So
Yeah. I reckon Freo will be lucky to scrape into 4th, and they'll probably go out in straight sets again.
that would be
on current form.
Did Pav do anything this week? No Bronxies for Pav?
there wouldn't have been any Freo one there.
Yeah,
His nose probably acted as a shelter for Valentine, maybe?
hide him from the rain.
That's where it was hiding.
I like a nice pav, especially if it's got strawberries and kiwi fruit.
It's a very old people dessert.
It is.
Yeah, well, I'm fucking old. What do you want?
Well, that's what I was getting at.
Do we have anything more on that game? Look, the Suns they're getting a few players back soon, so maybe they'll turn their season into something somewhat respectable. They do have Carlton next week, so that's as good a place as any to start.
Oh, they'll fucking smack him.
You'd think so, but yeah, anything else out of that apart from the Suns are top of the power rankings and bottom of the contaminated power rankings, also known as AFL ladder.
Second bottom, they were good enough to snatch 17th from Carlton based on percentage because they lost.
Oh, their percentage got a boost with a 5-point loss. You know you're struggling when you're losing games and getting percentage boosts.
Yeah, they're shit.
Well,
Yeah,
speaking of shit, some team forgot the fundamental rule of football, which is to put man back. And that team, of course, is Melbourne Demons, who once again found a new way to break the hearts of their supporters.
Well, isn't it fantastic that Paul Roos, the King of Flood, does not have a plan B ready to go into action to chuck the entire team behind the ball?
What a great finish that was to that game, hey, Cookie? It just tumbled over the back and Montagna got it and bang! Sainers win. What a you just saw it on all of the all of the St Kilda supporters behind the goals. They were off their tits. They thought it was fantastic.
But St Kilda, the second most favoured team by the umpires in the competition this year, won the free kick count.
Surprising.
Did they win the free?
Yeah,
They
should
win
have
the
had more
free
free
kick.
kicks.
moral victory for Melbourne.
They tanked. Fuck them.
Did
They
St
get no
Kilda
moral.
actually win the free kick count
They did.
this week?
Yeah, so...
Oh.
That's because we were first to the ball and we were dominating.
Oh, yeah, where the fuck's that excuse when you lose it?
Yeah. You know, you're full of excuses now. They're like, oh, we're first at the ball. But last week you lost a free kick count, and it was like, we're getting raped
That's
by the
because
umpires.
Hawthorn are thugs who do sniping behind the ball, continuous holding and grappling.
No, we
Oh,
only
are you channeling Plugger?
It's the script we all get with our membership pack. You
No,
get
but-
keyrings, we get a list of excuses to do for the umpires.
We only go the snipe against soft as piss teams like Norf because we know they're too much of a pussy team to fight back.
Especially when there's no Kanye Turner, the toughest player on their list.
The wrecking ball himself.
Too bad he can't
Also,
get the
this
football.
Or a game.
Hogan looked like a jet. I mean, I'm sorry for all those tomboy people, but fuck that. He's fucking shit. Hogan's the man.
But Tom
wasted your
Boyd
money,
might turn out serviceable, but Melbourne did win that, clearly. Hogan is a beast.
Hogan just has it, whatever it is.
Yes,
It was
whatever.
a great game because you kind of got a traditional shootout. Rewalt, the wily veteran, doing it at one end, and Hogan, the new kid on the block, doing it at the other.
Why are Melbourne wearing white jumpers?
Because that's their clash Guernsey, but yeah, it looked too similar to
was-
St Kilda, didn't it?
No. Like,
Yeah, I
I'd
thought
had a
Melbourne
couple
was
of
St Kilda
drinks.
and the other way around.
Yeah, they
I had a couple of drinks and I was actually thinking that was St Kilda, and I'm like, fucking hell.
they need a
That's
clash Guernsey
so
with more
stupid.
blue on it, because clearly one with red predominantly, or with a bit of white on it, and the red looks too similar to St Kilda, both of them. So they need one with actually a
Yes.
blue that's not navy, like.
Just have a real vivid blue.
Yeah.
Almost straight out of the
Alright.
1980s.
No, hang on. We're not done on that game, Teach, because
Oh, well, fucking hurry
because
up.
in the aftermath, and it's been analysed to the nth degree, this 40 seconds of not putting a player behind the ball, but Paul Roos took responsibility.
Yes, he did. He said it was my fault.
Yes,
Didn't he?
which hasn't happened for a
I
while.
would argue that
It also hasn't happened in 2 years at Essendon from James Hird.
maybe Paul Roos should have to take responsibility this week. I mean, your players should be smart enough to know, we'll flood men back after getting a match-winning goal. I mean,
So you're saying he only takes responsibility when it's obviously not his fault?
yes.
Mm.
But no, the
Really,
players
this-
were saying, Bernie Vince came out and said he thought there was still 3 minutes to go. So obviously there was something wrong with like the runners not getting the message out from the coach's box that there were 40 seconds
Or they
left.
can't count very well. They've been taking counting lessons from Travis Cloak. And
Fuck off. If they had a watch as big as mine, they'd know how long was left.
Yeah, but I don't think we can bring that into the stadium.
let's stick that on the scoreboard, that watch.
But seriously, they've been parking the bus for a fucking year, and they couldn't do it for 40 seconds. What is wrong with them? Shithouse.
Yeah, good question. Absolutely good question.
Tumpa's played a good game, though, which is, they might have actually
Jack
unspotted him.
Watts did Jack Watts things. He looked good for 3 quarters. Last quarter, gets tackled, misses an obvious shot. Thank fuck for Jack Watts.
Any awkward,
It was
any
probably
awkward
the
kicks this
most
week?
exciting. It was probably the most exciting game of the round.
Oh, yeah, easy.
Yeah. So, all right, let's move on.
Yep.
Morgan,
Yes.
take us through the Collingwood GWS game.
Oh, my two favourite teams playing each other was just great. So I
Well,
missed
two
the-
favourite teams. Do you like GWS?
Where have you been?
Not
Yes, I
everyone
like
hates the
GWS.
expansion clubs like you, Teach.
Oh, Jesus. That's ridiculous.
Oh. Get over it. I like them. Anyway, so I thoroughly enjoyed Sunday. It was a very good game by Collingwood. They were challenged at times, and after a couple of players went down, Cloak decided he would provide and kick some junk time goals, and we smashed them. It was good.
My favourite part was where, for the first 3 quarters on the ground prior to junk time, Cloak, was where Jesse White was the best forward on the ground.
No, he really was. It was his 100th game, and he played quite well, Jesse. And he does that every, 3 or 4 weeks. He'll provide for a quarter or so and give you that
Well,
little spark that you think he can be something.
So
more like every fucking 30 to 40 weeks.
No.
So he's got weight-like potential then.
Not to that extent, but
But
he
you
does
still got
have
that
potential.
Neanderthal up forward. I kick 1, 2, more than 3. How many goals I kick?
Cloak would have looked at Haynes in that last quarter and just gone, I eat you.
I eat you.
And Haynes would have just got out of the way.
Hilarious. So he's kicked 12 in 2 weeks, Travis, and he's only going at 70% according to Bucks. So when he gets up to 100%, watch out, fuckers.
He's still a dope, he can't.
So he won't get the ball back.
Oh, well, you're coming at us now, are you?
Oh, we're coming at all of you from the top 4. That's where we're coming from.
Yeah, you finally beat a team in the 8.
We did. So fuck off, pups. We have beaten a top 4 side. We've also beaten a side from interstate, but that would make it the 3rd one. So you can shove your shitty thread up your ass and enjoy looking at the ladder.
I'm sensing a bit of aggression here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sensing tension.
You're always fiery. Every time
I'm
we
not-
have you on, you're full of
Hashtag
fire.
tension.
There's no tension there.
hashtag tension.
There's no tension there. The thing is that I'm not able to get my melts out at the football lately because my team's so fucking good that I have nothing to melt over at the football.
You
So-
can melt while winning. It's good enough for Bugger.
Yeah, well, that's good enough. You know,
So
just shout when you're winning.
Well, I am, but it's not melting. It's not the same. It doesn't give you that same. I don't know. There's something missing.
I know.
So I'm saving it for pups.
I'm feeling a bit of melt right here, just between you and me.
Oh, relax, Cookie.
Shit, I wouldn't want to be your boyfriend.
I will say this though. I mean, Giants, they need their key defenders back.
No, you're right. They do. Those key backs, they need them back if they want to do something, because otherwise they're going to slide like the Suns last year.
I mean, the midfield's fine, forward line's pretty much perfect, but it's really stopping them from being good.
Indeed. Anything else? No.
Yeah, Witts was good against Mumford. That was surprising.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was very good.
surprising.
Yeah,
Which was good
he
at
was
all.
right.
I'm not surprising he was good at all. Fuck off. He's not that bad. But he wasn't. I expected him to be monstered, and he wasn't.
Tell that bitch to chill. Chill out, bitch.
He's certainly no Jonathan Segler.
You should be looking to trade him to Essendon because they are that fucking desperate for a.
But what am I going to get for it? I don't want anything they have.
They will probably. Well, they might sell you something.
You
A lot.
get a Crammery.
Anyone.
Crammery's good.
They will sell you some
Crammery
needles.
plays for the Dogs Teach. Where have you been?
Maybe you can get Jake Carlisle so you've got a fit version of Reed or something.
Fuck off. Reed played on the weekend. He played VFL and he didn't die. So we're moving forward. And also, Greenwood played as well. Had 18 disposals in a quarter.
Lol,
so...
Norf.
Ha ha. Ha ha.
Let's move on. The Cats tore the Puffers apart on Friday night.
Hey, catso man. I wanna be a catso man. Man,
He's the cat man. He
we-
paints his
Do you want to be
face.
that weird cat
Yeah.
supporter?
He wants
we
to be
ripped them to shreds. I couldn't believe it. I sat there and I was watching it on the TV thinking, I have to sit here and I have to watch it because,
What else is there to do in Geelong on a Friday night?
I don't live in Geelong.
Murder.
And
Hey,
And
he wasn't allowed to watch the footy where he teach. Didn't she say you couldn't watch it this week?
No, I could watch it to a point. And
Oh, that's lucky for you.
yes, and we were off the scale. The Cats were fantastic, and Stan the Man Stanley and Mark Blixavs were just fantastic, and all of our younger players like Guthrie and Darcy Lane, they just turned the game. What's going on with Port? I mean, ordinarily,
concerning.
I would have thought that Port would have ripped us to shreds, but
Okay,
they
please.
They're
They were
concerning,
terrible.
and they cannot win at the Portress. They beat the Dogs there. I think that's it.
It's just
they
run
were,
around.
they were
some more.
terrible.
But I
They've
said
got
it
some real fucking spuds in their team. Like, fucking Tom Cleary. Like, who the hell is that? And
Ricky Pettard or whatever the fuck his name is.
Jasper Pittard.
Oh,
Sam.
he's horrendous, and they keep saying they live with his mistakes. Like, and this is a constant defense of him. They live with his mistakes because he does good. He does other things where he provides run and carry. When?
He's a fucking poor man Suckling.
He-
Now go back and listen to the past few episodes where I talk about Matt Suckling, and when I'd say he's a fucking poor man Suckling, you know what that means, right?
Yeah, I would go further to say he's even worse than that. He is.
He's like Sam Gilbert. He does one good thing, then 20 things where you go, "You're a fucking idiot. Why are you in the team?"
He does one good thing and then he does a 16-year-old.
Well, not only did I actually get to jump up in the lounge room and go, "Oh, Catters, we've won!" I got a root afterwards. So,
It was a win all round.
oh yeah, it was a great night.
She let you watch the football and you got some. Congrats, Teach.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
But fortunately for Teacher's girlfriend, when Teacher's mind was think, did you like shout out like, "Oh, Stanley," or "Oh, Big Gloves" when doing it?
I'm not that stupid. I was thinking it, but I didn't say it.
I just want to say on this vlogcast, I said Geelong would win. Teach did not.
Yes,
I think I've supported
You
I've
did.
supported
Yes.
Geelong on this vlogcast more than you, Teach.
Yep. Last week, I went past the quotes, and you did. You actually said Geelong were going to win. So
Cooksen's
Cookie is
Geelong
the,
bandwagon is in full swing. Premiership, here we
yeah.
come.
Teach
Top-
needs to spend less time on Richmond's bandwagon and more time on Geelong's.
Yeah, Cookie's driving the Geelong train at the moment. But yeah, it was a good game. It was probably one of the more exciting ones of the round, apart from the close finish. But yeah, Porter concerning. Geelong just keep hanging in there every time we think they're going to slide, and this year really looked like it with some of the early results. They keep finding games like this, and the Puffers, well, if there wasn't teams like Norf or Gold Coast struggling, the Puffers and Essendon, the Puffers would be really, really under the microscope.
We've got an easy run coming now. Next week we play Melbourne, and
Based on
and
your
then
year,
we
though, you're
play-
likely to lose that one.
Nah, we'll beat Melbourne. We will. But it's funny that we'll probably end up in the 8, and we don't deserve to be there because we're not that good. But I think we'll end up there in the bottom half of the 8.
Who are you going to replace that's currently in the 8 GWS?
Yeah, GWS are going to bomb out.
No, it's
I
always
reckon.
I can see that as if their injury list stays long.
We will come to those predictions later, though. But let's move on if we've got nothing else on Puffers Geelong. And, well, Lol North losing to the Coalers.
Not really surprising.
No, not at all. And was anyone surprised about the classless North fans? Jack Zeeble laid it out there. He said he expected them to have more class, and then they told him, "No, we're North. We have no class."
I think it was just a reverse troll. He wanted to get them riled up, so they all booed. But obviously, he can't go out and say, "I hope everyone boos."
I kind of hope that North would win that game, but Sydney have got too much forward firepower,
What?
and it's really hard for
What,
any
Reed?
Reed, Tippett,
Sydney
and,
are,
who's
Sydney
that
are
other
carried
guy?
by their
Oh.
midfield and Buddy. That's it.
Buddy.
Like-
Yeah. You know they've got too much forward firepower.
No, they've literally only got Buddy.
They've got
down
Buddy
there,
and a bunch of
they're carried by
decoys.
their midfield.
It's Franklin carrying 2 spuds. That's pretty much what it is.
And Goods.
Yeah, but someone's got to cover the spuds, and if they don't, then the spuds are going to kick goals.
Matt Tippett couldn't score in a brothel at his rate. Sam Reed, he couldn't get laid if he was the last man on earth. That's the rate he's scoring at.
The Reeds are an interesting case. You've got Sam Reed, whose body holds together, but has no talent. You got Ben Reed with plenty of talent, and his body's basically brittle. Like, if you put them together, you actually might have a semi-serviceable footballer.
But isn't this why people have multiple children? Like, surely we could have merged them together. Like, Sam's fucking useless. Ben's being wasted. It's not fair.
I'm sure Caitlyn Jenner can give them some advice on like how to start a new life as one new person, right?
Jack Watts is more likely to take that. What else do we have on Sydney versus North?
Nick Del Santo came out and said Boomer's going to play on next year, and he's apparently their best player.
All of North's best players are over 30, though.
So I think that proves that going to North makes you fucking delusional.
Norf is like country kitchen buffet, pretty much.
I don't find many of his posts amusing most of the time, but I did laugh today when Jades made a comment about Norf and how they would be targeting in the off-season Chris Newman and someone else.
Well, they'll get the bowler out of retirement.
I really like Bumahami. I think he's a great player.
I think he's a little shit.
Well, you can go and get fucked.
He's a cunt.
He's a dick.
Yeah.
You can all go and get fucked.
He's got a Napoleon complex.
Sorry, majority rules teach you can get fucked.
Why do you stand up for him, Teach? He's the one thing between you and your dream girl.
You're his dream girl, Penal. Let's not lie.
No, I just like him. I just think he's a really great footballer.
We're not talking about him as a footballer. We're talking about him as a person.
Yeah, no, he's a selfish footballer too. He doesn't play team first football. This is why he's going to play at Norf till he breaks that fucking record.
Okay, well, he can go get fucked then, and I'll take his missus.
Ew, I think no one else will. Ugh. They will be pushing him onto
Sam Reed, mate.
Sorry, here we go. He said it. Jade said, anticipate signings of Chris Newman and Matthew Boyd for North next year. So that's probably something to actually watch because I can see that happening. Just Ferrito's done. Who else can we get in? You know?
Why? Ferrito's not 40 yet. He can't be done at North.
Oh, he's as slow as a fucking, truck with a busted axle.
You don't have to be good. You just have to be old.
That's true.
Does he
Yeah, fucking Zeeble, Cunnington, delist those cunts. They're not old enough. Let's see if we can get fucking Richie Vandenberg out of retirement.
Greenwood, no, he's no good. Let's see if we can get a 40-year-old.
So also Fletcher's moving to North.
Yeah.
Oh, breaking news.
He'll play another 10 years.
When I was too old and I was playing football, I was really slow, so I just used to bash people.
Teach, you can be Jack Zeeble. You can replace Jack Zeeble. Go to
that sounds like Boomer Harvey, except that Boomer's still got a bit of pace, but he still whacks people and tries to choke them and stuff.
It sounds like everything Kanye Turner wishes he was.
In 20 years. He'll get there. The only thing he can't do is get older quicker. Or actually be good at football, which he's not at either.
Anyway, anything else on the North Coles game?
This has been a great North bashing session, guys. I love it.
It was pretty good to see Waite and Higgins lose them the game. Like that was pretty entertaining.
Waite's been shitful. He does need to get relegated to the pond scum category of the X's. I think that's time. He's not pulling his weight. He's not realising his potential.
He might stay in North's team, but if we could drop him from the X's, we would.
Because if he's not kicking goals, he's no good to us. It's just one extra passenger.
Dan made quite a lot of noise for just like one person booing at Goods, so kudos to Dan.
But yeah, North are in a tricky state at the moment, and we'll come to media predictions and such later. But it'll be interesting to see where they end up.
12th. They'll end up 12th.
Well, we'll come to the ladder. But let's move on to the last game, which was West Coast. Well, they put up some big winning margins over in the West, and Essendon just let them. James Hurd's basically given up as a coach. Playing against Nat Nui, I'd pick a ruckman, even if they are shit.
Essendon scum are fucking hopeless, and you could put your under 10s against them, and you'd win.
They're not even they're not playing to win. They're not playing for their coach, which is fucking hilarious. Their list was never all that good to begin with. Fucking drugs and shit. They've been overhyped as well. They've been carrying Asada burdens to motivate them, and now that's gone. They just, sometimes it does take an extra motivation. They've had drugs and they've had Asada motivations, and now they're coming down in many respects.
You get rid of beating Hawthorn by 2 seconds, and Adam Schneider not being a complete dickhead in the goal square.
And they're down with Brisbane.
They're worse than Brisbane, pretty much.
Oh, they're percentage ahead of Brisbane, but yeah.
It just shows how fucking rigged the fixture is, because we got them when they were on their fucking we won. Asada got defeated by the tribunal high.
Fucking cunts.
And they were up and about.
If they got suspended, you were playing a team of fucking VFL players. So
yeah, but so was everyone.
Penal's
because
exactly right.
The
The fixture is so weighted
Look at fucking Collingwood. They
I
haven't
don't-
played anyone
I don't
good.
I don't
The
think
only
it's weighted.
good
I
team
think
they've beaten is Norf, and
Fuck
Collingwood
off, Penal.
shouldn't be in the top 4.
Nah, North aren't a
Fuck
good
off,
team.
Shut up, Morgan. No, Penal's right.
Oh, did I?
The fixture is fucked.
Oh, did I pick on your boy? Sorry.
Yeah. Shut up and let Penal talk.
Oh, goo.
That's the reason why it's called a fixture, not a let's make everything even, or a fucking whatever it's meant to be called.
Can we stop talking about the fucking fixture and talk about how shit Essendon are and that West Coast might actually be, you know, they're burying teams and flat tracking over a few, but they actually might be decent at the same time. They've got avenues to goal. They're not so reliant on Pritis in the midfield anymore. And despite their injuries down back, they're holding all right there.
I reckon the injuries have probably been a blessing in disguise because it means Adam Simpson would have to be a bit creative with the team, and therefore it's leading to them winning.
And they're attacking because they know they can't defend to a win.
Yeah.
Well, Penal won't be happy with you telling him that British is not good anymore.
I'm not saying he's not good. I'm saying he doesn't have to carry them. Like, it's no
Don't-
longer all
Don't
Pritis'
speak
bird.
for me.
Oh, sorry, bitch.
Just because you're my bitch doesn't mean you get to speak for me.
Lovers tip.
Oh, I
Don't
feel
we
like
love
I feel like I've started a fight. Sorry, guys.
Did I say tension before? Because fuck.
Fucking stuck up for you, and now you're fucking knifing me in the back.
Welcome to every marriage.
Do we have anything else on West Coast Essendon?
Tim Watson, I think, has called Essendon as worse than us. So Brendan Goddard, eat shit, you dipshit.
Yeah, isn't that delicious? He left, and he's at a team that's probably worse. And you know, Carlisle's probably going to walk because he doesn't like where he's getting played, and clearly there's more to come from that. And it's awfully painful. And well, you reap what you sow. Hi, Kool-Aid drinkers. How's it taste now?
Calm as a bitch.
How does it taste now?
It's a realization.
Delicious. It is delicious.
It's delicious for us.
Yes, for the 17 non-cheating teams, it's quite delicious.
Hey, fucking Fremantle and Collingwood, fuck off. There's only 15 non-cheating teams.
Injunction.
All right, well, that is as good a notice to move on from because Crowley got a year, and I don't know. I for one think that's pretty fucking piss poor.
I personally think he shouldn't have been suspended at all, because Crowley being out has meant Ross Lyon has had to play actual midfielders instead of playing Crowley, which means Freo are better. So Crowley, come back, make Freo a bit shit.
Well, that would be the ultimate troll if Ross brought him back at grand final week, bit like how he brushed Stephen Baker back in that grand final.
Well, he fucking would know that dipshit instead of playing an actual footballer.
That would make me laugh, but I still think he should have got more than a year. Like, fucking, I don't give a shit if he was on methadone. You failed a test. Ahmed Saad drank the wrong fucking protein shake, man.
I think he got a year because he accepted a provisional suspension or something from last year or something, and they took that into account.
Yeah, but he gets back for the grand final. So it's still only 12 months.
Well, so hopefully
Yeah.
that means the Collingwood boys get a year and they're back for our grand final this year.
Well,
Oh,
No, but
gee.
no,
Listen
their
to that.
defense is going to be, we didn't get the pure cocaine, so please let us off.
We can't-
And
they
Asada
can't
No,
afford
but
the
they
stuff
tested
at
positive
Swansea.
in February, so even if you guys make the grand final, which you won't because you won't even win a fucking final in the first week.
Shut up.
They
They
might
will
not
be back
even
for it.
win. They might not even win the top.
You don't need to defend him, Teach. He
I-
can speak for himself.
No, I'm backing up Penal.
Of course you are. You're
You
always
might not
backing him
even make in the top 8.
Just like Morgs is always backing up Go You Pups.
up. No.
Yeah, you do. I've noticed that.
What?
Yeah.
Are you drunk?
and KP and Duritz as well. Like, there's that little group that they've got,
Fuck off.
Queen Bee Morgs.
Don't forget our top.
The only one I back up is KP. The others, they can go elsewhere.
You're the teriyaki cat of the bay.
Oh, you're a flog Penal.
Don't you go after Penal.
Anything else on Crowley? We happy with the ban? Are we not? Do we hope he plays in the grand final? Do we not?
Well,
We're assuming Freo will reach the grand
Well, he can
final.
play prelim week as well.
I
We're
hope he
assuming they're
does.
going to reach prelim week.
The only way that this would be more delicious is if he plays in the grand final and then the West Coast board goes into complete meltdown. That would be brilliant.
They'll already be in meltdown after Pritis wins Brownlow too.
I don't reckon he's done anything that bad.
Fucking fucking failed a drug test.
Yeah, well,
We wanted to lynch Essendon, so...
It's not like he took, everything that the Essendon place.
That's not for you to decide. That's for the fucking cunts who write the code. Like, they obviously have a good reason for...
Well, okay, fuck off then.
Well, they obviously have a good reason for putting methadone in there, surely. It's not like they just said, oh, we don't want you taking that, so we're going to be cunts about it. They've probably gone, oh, there's a reason.
I mean, amateur drug making on a house burn in East Geelong doesn't mean you can write some code for anti-doping agencies.
Doesn't make you qualified just because you've had a few drugs.
Remember,
fuck
kids.
off. Jesus.
Remember, kids, as they say down in Hawthorne, hugs, not drugs.
What do they say in Dingley, though?
Dump.
Dispose of your sharps safely.
What do they say in Dingley? They say, duck, smack, the head. That's what happens there.
Hey, Fred, look at the rubbish truck.
Let's move on. A couple of re-signings this week. Dylan Shields not coming to Collingwood. No, he got booed, along with all the other Giants players on Sunday. Yeah, the Collingwood were very pissed off they couldn't get him, and everyone else on the Giants list, from the sound of things, they're a racist bunch.
We're not
They
racist.
gave him shit as he was running around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rory Sloane and Adam Sandilands also got deals. So
Confirmed Collingwood not racist, we booed white people.
Isn't
What about Nicky
Dylan
Winmark?
Shields kind
Good
of
on you.
like...
he's a bit tanned. He's tanned and not in James Hird way.
Or natural tan?
Yes. But yeah, anything on those contract extensions? Sloane signing, I guess, is interesting. Sloane signed, Dangerfield has not.
I know some Giants support, or a Giants supporter was on the St Kilda board trying to give shit, saying, "Oh, Dylan Shields signed, ha 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 ha." It's like one guy coming in is like, "Wow, you got to sign him." Mazel tov, General Giant, or whatever the fuck your name is.
Yeah. He was on the Collingwood board last week, too.
We're still getting fucking Trelaw from you, you dipshit.
No, you're not. Collingwood's getting
Well,
four.
the news is that Dangerfield's going to come to Geelong,
Oh, why would you want to?
and for some
The news,
Some
is that in the Addies today?
completely insane reason, we want to get Henderson from Carlton at the
Well,
same time.
But then again,
How-
if you had said you wanted Reece Stanley at this time last year, you would have called that insane too. Maybe you can turn him around.
There's more to work with than Henderson and Stanley, that's for sure.
I'd take Henderson.
Stan the man is playing out of his skin,
No.
so
He's played like-
maybe we get Henderson as well.
Just
Yeah.
wait. Where is Stanley right now? I mean, what happened to him on the weekend?
Where is Stanley right now? He's still only elevated himself to Ty Vickery or Jesse White levels.
No,
Does-
what
I
I
happened?
don't. No. He has not
mean,
provided Jesse White numbers. Get fucked.
Yeah, well,
No.
Teach.
that's
What
only where he's
happened
at
to
his
Stanley on the
best right
weekend?
now. He's still got to be more
He got-
consistent.
he got-
He's just gone past Kurt Tippett levels. Now he's offering Vickery White.
Stanley got injured, but his first half he was just playing out of his skin.
That's
And
what happened in
so,
St Kilda. He played well, then he got injured, which ruined his momentum.
Man, it was just kind of shit.
So
On the,
annoying.
on the flip side, what did we trade him for? We trade him for the dirty rooter who went to Brisbane, and he's been shit.
St Kilda
ever
drafted
since.
Hugh Goddard, who is not concerning, as has been discussed.
Guys, I've heard it from a very good source that Dangerfield will be coming to the Hawks, and that
Here we go.
and that Norf will be picking up Nathan Van Berlo and James Podsiadly, who fit the age profile of their list perfectly.
Oh, that's the best note to move on from. Let's go to the mid-season reviews. Since we've got a bit of time to just talk some shit, we're going to have some mid-season reviews. And this includes Base 13 stuff. This includes football stuff. We'll begin with the Bay 13 stuff. So we'll go with Thread of the Year and Flog of the Year predictions. We should have a bit of an idea for it. Thread of the Year, I reckon, is the X's thread at the moment. And does anyone have any disagreements on anything else that stands out other than that?
No, that's far and away number one.
Not until Ugak provides something, it's still the clubhouse leader.
He's going to have to do something that tops Monopoly, though, I think.
Yeah, but you know that he's a mad scientist and he's just cooking something in the background. He's going to do something.
I noticed that the commoners were quite critical of Ugak's last effort because it didn't quite hit the heights of the Monopoly, and I think Bender made the appropriate comment that Gary Ablett only got 30 disposals D-list.
Yes. Yes, that was
So
well summed up.
Ugak is a victim of his own success, unfortunately.
I will say Tomboy Deal Haters is also a very entertaining thread.
But that one's a slow burn. That's got a Freo supporters has Ross Lyon working out for your potential, which is just that one seesawing. Like Plugger won thread of the week last week when he had no right to. But you know, if Ross Lyon doesn't win a flag at Fremantle, Plugger's still got plenty of ammunition. That thread's neither backfire nor flog Shadamas. It's just vintage.
It's just vintage, like the Sean Makers one, because that one's coming back around, isn't it?
Fuck off. It's about kicking
Sure.
a bag. There's no real scope. He's failed as a defender.
Stupid sexy clangers.
Sean Makers hasn't even got more goals than bloody Sean Dempster. I'm not sure he's mowing anyone down.
Flog of the year's wide open, and I'm going to say Brett. If he lasts the year, he's awful.
No, I'm not going to go with Brett.
He's managed to turn a thread about Travis Clerk being Levi Caswell into a comparison between, was it Jesse White and Ben Brown?
And he's losing it, but he's gone full hodgepodge. Never go full hodgepodge when you lose an argument. You just get the fuck out of there. You don't go around circles playing the fucking repeat game.
Short was laying the bitch slap down
He
on him.
was, but anyone else got a flog.
Legend will always be in contention for that award as long as he's posting.
Morgs, come on. We know you've got some melts to dish out.
No, because nobody supports my anger at pups, so you can get fucked.
Teach?
Well, of course, everyone's favourite, Hodgepodge / lethality. Because he's just a fucking dipshit.
He went full retard in that match thread as well on Friday night.
Didn't he just?
It was
Wingard
very good.
is better than Rioli.
Cooksen hasn't nominated, I don't think.
I'll just go for Brett.
No one's going to nominate Jades. I went Brett because I figured someone would say Jades. Who's going to win the Premiership and who's going to win the Brownlow will go round.
Well, already?
Yeah, we're going to have a punt because we're going to revisit. Like some of us tip Pufferfish. I think you tip Norf. Those aren't going to work out.
Yeah, that fucked
So
up.
this is a chance to reassess.
Teacher's been on 6 bandwagons since then.
Jump on a new one. It's not going to make a difference.
Don't get on mine. Fuck off.
It's like I'm in an action movie where these bandwagons are just crashing into each other over the dust lines, and I leap from one to the other, and I managed to stay alive.
I think it's time you took some responsibility. You are causing this.
Well, okay.
Doesn't care. Fuck not given.
I think it's time for Teach to admit and get himself a Richmond membership and a North Melbourne membership.
And a new microwave, because you'll need it.
I don't need a microwave. We don't microwave our memberships. Only Richmond people do that.
We just
Yes,
told you to get a
Richmond people
Richmond
like
one.
you.
Fucking hell, Teach.
Oh, for fuck all right. What am I tipping?
Who do we think's going to win the flag from here? Are you still on North?
No.
Yeah, so who's it going to be?
Shit, Teach, you're about as on the ball today as a dead seal.
Shut up, prick.
All right, whilst he's thinking, I'm just going to go the safe option and say Hawthorn will get it done when it matters. 3-peat, and it's going to be an unbearable off-season.
Purple puffs for me.
I'm going with the Swans.
Hawthorn to romp at home. The bay will be covered in goo. My house will be covered in goo. I love it.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere near yours. Fuck this over there.
You won't have a choice.
You'll be stuck to the wall in goo.
It's big.
Tigers.
No.
Oh, fuck.
Come on, you Tigers. They're going to do it.
Brownlow tips.
It has to be Nat 5.
How hard is that?
Nat
It's gotta
5?
be Nat 5.
Do we all think 5?
It would be wrong of me not to say Pritis, so I'm going to say Fife will get suspended now between now and the end of the year, and Pritis to get it done.
Do we have any smokies then if we're all on 5? In case he does get suspended.
Armitage could do it.
Oh, Smokey, if Geelong win enough games in this run home play finals, the way he's been playing, I think Blixarves is a show, and this would be bizarre. But I think
Us bricks.
he's in where it matters. He gets plenty of ball. He wins hit-outs. He does
He
a
is-
lot of things that stand out. And
He is everything Justin Westhoff wishes he was, and he's been in this. He's been playing AFL 3 years, and Westhoff's been around 10 years. So
I just shot my load.
anyone else not tipped the Brownlow? Smokey?
Trent Cotcher.
Oh, fuck. Just quickly whilst we're here, Port and Norf and the 8. Do either or both make the 8 at the end of the year? Just quickly. I'm saying no on both counts now.
No.
No, I don't think so. I don't like they're tying together good enough form for either of them to make it.
I think that only one of them can, and that's North, and Port won't.
Port will not make it. North, I feel, will. I can see Western Bulldogs and North Melbourne coming into the top 8 for Collingwood and GWS from the current ladder.
Get fucked.
Yeah, you've forgotten about us, you dickhead. We're coming.
No, I didn't forget about you. You're just not going to win enough games.
Yeah, we are. We're coming.
When you say where, are you talking about Richmond or Geelong or North? Which where are you talking
Or
about?
yourself.
Well,
Please be more
Geelong,
specific.
of course.
You need to tell us that, Teach. You're on 3 bandwagons.
Yeah, but I'm driving the major Geelong bandwagon.
So I'm driving it. I'm the one who supports Geelong in this podcast.
You're conducting the Tiggy train, Teach.
What are you doing? What are you doing driving the bandwagon, Cookie?
You got off.
I've been the one supporting Geelong. When you've been saying, "Oh, we're gonna get fucking smashed," I'm like, "Yes, Geelong will win," and they have won.
Well, you got a point there. You did dippers in the last couple of weeks.
And before we move on, because we're filling some time in again, we're going to go with mid-season report cards, Teach. Where are these teams at? The teams who are on the bye, and we'll begin with the Crows.
C-. They just don't seem to get the job done when they need to get it done.
They have one in Melbourne though. So
Yeah, and that's
take
what
that
matters.
into
Oh,
consideration.
wow. Okay. Oh, yeah.
But it was only against Collingwood and Carlton, so not really.
One's a
Yeah,
top
No,
four
it
side.
doesn't matter.
Cookie.
You just got to do it. It doesn't matter what you do. You just got to do it. Doesn't matter who you beat over there. Doesn't matter who you beat here. You just got to do it here. How about Bulldogs?
Bulldogs, I'll give them a B
Fuck
because I think they're performing above what everyone thought that they would do. But they're up and down. They can play really well and they can just act like a bunch of shit
They are
outs.
the new Norf.
I would have given him a C for choke.
Hang on, Adelaide get a C for being 7th, and the Dogs get a B for being 11th.
Okay, don't argue with.
You
You
must be
don't
new
argue
here.
with the teacher's
Yeah.
ranking.
Yes, go and argue the power rankings if you're going to argue with sense, okay? Go into Roby's
Yeah.
thread and tell him he's wrong.
He just tipped Richmond for the flag. There is no sense here.
Go Tigers.
You might be onto something. The Bryans.
Oh, Brian's F. They're shit.
It's a bit harsh when when their entire team has their own medical ward dedicated to them at the hospital.
Yeah, but those players aren't very good anyway. I agree with Teach F.
Yeah,
Those
they're
players are all going fucking home beer and beer anyway.
they're
It's just
useless.
exposed that their depth is really
They
bad,
are
unlike the
useless.
Suns who have good depth. That's why they're ranked number 1 in the power rankings. Hawthorn.
And you give them a B plus. I think that they've struggled with injuries, but they've beaten all of the top line teams that they need to beat.
They lost to the Colas.
I reckon they're going to come home in a rush.
Carlton.
Carlton F.
Too
F for
high.
fuck.
No need to elaborate on that.
I would have given him an E for Edelston.
Finally, Richmond Teach.
Oh, Richmond. B plus. They're coming. They are coming. And let's see how it turns out.
B plus for bandwagon plus.
Yeah, you're not quite there yet, but
It sounds like Richmond aren't the only ones who are
Oh, yeah,
coming.
yeah, so that's what I was going to say. Get your hand off it, Teach.
leave me alone. I'm fucking barracking here.
Question time. First one is, will Hurdy deliver a wooden spoon to Essendon? No, because they've already won 4 games and Carlton won't win 2.
No.
Yeah, my answer would have been no because Carlton exist. Plain and simple.
Yeah, and Gold Coast. So, no.
Leave Gold Coast alone.
Number 1 in the power rankings, bitch.
Oh, what are you sucking about Gold Coast for?
They're the only team in the competition that are better than us right now.
Oh, Jesus, you're pessimistic, aren't you?
Morgs, will Hurdy deliver them a wooden spoon?
No, I don't think he'll be there that long for them to be that bad. No.
Cooksen?
Not as sad as it is, he will avoid it.
This one came from Jose, actually.
Fuck off,
Because
Jose.
this one up next, I think
Yeah,
from You
fuck
Don't
off.
Know Jack. Has the bye come at the right time for Fremantle? They've been off the boil for the past 2 weeks.
Probably yes.
Yeah, I would have preferred playing him before the bye. So, yeah, maybe.
You're going to get your head kicked in when you play them.
You're going to get your head kicked in if you don't shut up.
Boy, who?
Penal, protect him.
See how he doesn't jump to your defence? It's a one-way street, Teach.
Has the bye come at the right time? Yes, it has, but I don't think it's going to make an impact on their flag chances because, as we've pointed out, they still have 2 games against St Kilda to come. So the slide will happen.
They've got us in Tassie as well. They never win down there. That's 3 losses.
This week on the Bay, and I'm going to go with Threat of the Week first, but we've telegraphed this a bit, and I don't think Threat of the Week is from the Bay this week. I think Threat of the Week is again from the main board because only Roby could deliver Gold Coast going to number 1 in the power rankings and the fucking carnage that produced from every idiot on the main board. That is fucking genius.
It's beautiful. It is a bloody good thread.
You know, he's a slow burn
Like,
troll.
nobody's got any more beans left, but fuck, it's funny.
Roby's a few beans short of a... Oh, well, no, actually not, because he's got an IQ of 170.
Does he have a 12% interest account, though? That's what I want.
With a fucking Bank or whatever. I liked Big Footy ruined my marriage. That was a really good footy thread.
That was a good thread. That was a very good thread.
It was a good thread. I think if it had started a bit earlier in the week, could have challenged Roby.
Vlog of the week. It was a competitive week this week.
Oh, yeah, there was a lot going on.
The professional. What a
Yes.
fucking idiot.
He got torn to shreds, didn't he?
He did. Indeed. I mean, fucking accusing everyone else of racism, then deciding to make a racist comment.
It was a melt from the very first post. Like, he had perfect ammunition to call Norf classless, which I'm sure we all loved that opportunity, but instead he went full melt, and that can't be understated. There were tears from the word go there, and, posters like Short and Royals, they see that, they smell that, and it's like blood in the water to the Sharks.
Yeah, he was a shithead, and we need to kick him in the head.
Yeah, but there's a few others, and does anyone want to nominate any of the others?
I would like to nominate Big Footy's very own Rain Man / American statistician, Big Lethality.
Oh, how much do we hate him?
I like him. I think he raises some good points.
Oh, shut up, dickhead.
The match day chat thread was fucking bizarre.
It's now becoming the cricket season 2, where he'll continuously keep on arguing logic, so we'll have to enjoy him in football and cricket.
Hopefully, cricket has its own equivalent of Jasny, who can just go in there and be like, yes, but Mitchell Stark isn't very good at cricket, or, and then he just doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, Don Bradman, he was the Gary Ablett Jr. of cricket, wasn't he?
He was shit. Oh, God.
But who do we want to give it to then? Podge or professional?
Professional.
It's got to be the professional.
It's got to be professional. Professional
convincing
fucking
against
muppet.
it.
Yeah, leave Podge alone.
Oh, Suze been in ripping form this week too, just quietly.
Oh, hasn't she just?
Norf was Skyping her, if anyone didn't know, when Brad was injured.
Oh, no.
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 She knew how many times Brad texted the box last weekend because she had Norf Skype telling her. And she's back to the blue font.
Oh, Jesus Christ. She's a fucking psycho.
Anyway, last week's poll. Did Norf's jumper convince you to go and see Jurassic World? Well, apparently a lot of people did, because it made enough money to buy Norf about 600 times over. 10.8% said yes, 13.5% said no, they Norfed it, 29.7% said no, but Hawthorn's jumper convinced me to build on somewhere stinky like a tip, and 45.9% said Jack Watts isn't going in case he has another awkward moment. So yeah, let's go to next week, and we'll begin with Thursday night. Thursday nights are back. I like Thursday nights, but we've had this discussion last year.
It's an early game, isn't it?
Adelaide versus the Hawfies.
Ooh, tough game.
At Adelaide Oval, the Croval, but I think Hawthorn will win. Just clicking into gear now.
What do you reckon, Penal?
We'll win. Not many injuries, if any. Almost a full-strength list, and we'll be good enough to get it done.
Suckling to dominate.
Oh, Suckling to dominate the VFL, hopefully, but we'll see. It would be very foolish of me to say something silly like, I will do something if Suckling isn't dropped, so I won't say that because it would be foolish.
Hawthorn to steamroll all over the Crows.
That-
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I got to mention Dangerfield will have a stinker against his future club. Already playing for us.
Hawthorn.
I'm going to go the Crows for this one.
You're not very good at tipping. Next.
He'll change his mind on Thursday, then realise, oh shit, the game's already started.
Thanks.
Can you actually tell
He'll be stuck with the Crows.
what's the weather like on Thursday, too?
Oh, good question. Yeah, we need to know that.
Oh, fuck the weather.
No, it's
Gonna-
important.
It's going to be cold and wet like teacher's vagina.
Just how you like it, Penal.
I'm going to kick your fucking head in, Penal.
Richmond versus West Coast on the Friday.
Where's this being played, and what will the weather be like?
It's at the MCG, and who gives a fuck about the weather? No one is North, okay? Weather only matters when it's North.
How do we
Tigers.
tip?
Yeah, the premiership charge starts here.
Yes, go you Tigers.
If that's the case, I'm going for West Coast.
I think Richmond will win. Vickery to 20-3.
Morgan, you are just the contrary woman. You know, you just go against us because we're
Maybe
blokes.
I'm just the voice of reason because you're fucking idiots.
She's rebelling against the patriarchal hegemony, so...
All right, Jasny. Cookie, did you tip?
I tip Richmond by 10 points.
Go you Tigers.
The next day at the MCG, Carlton play Port, so as long as Port aren't completely shithouse, this should hopefully be a good win for the X's.
Yep.
Can't look rubbish. So,
Port will smack and Port will ski. It's what they've done most of the year.
Given Port's form, I'm not convinced that it'll be easy for them. I think Port will get up, but it'll be close, and Carlton could get up, like they almost got up against the Crows. And the Crows are better than Port Port this year, so anything could happen.
Port will win, but it wouldn't surprise me if Carlton get really close because Port Adelaide, knowing them, will fuck it up for the X's.
I think that Port will win, but still not convinced that they're better than North. I think they're terrible, but they'll beat Carlton.
Are Port better than the Bulldogs?
No. Ow.
Let's just move on. North versus the Giants at Spotless Stadium. It's going to be outdoors. Giants to bounce back in this one because they're too young. They're too fast for North.
No, North will win. Giants have no back line.
North have no forward line.
Yeah, they're going to bring Magic Door in and he's going to kick a bag.
Magic Doors.
Magic Doors got flogged by Mason Cox on the weekend. Not good.
Oh, wow. Not even Hampson got flogged by Mason Cox.
Where is Hampson? Bring in Hampson.
No, fuck off, Hampson. You're worse than Jose.
Can you trade Hampson to Essendon so at least the X's
I
will
was
get
actually
points?
I actually did consider that during the week when he got dropped. I thought it would be funny if we traded Hampson to Essendon because I was thinking we could trade him to Melbourne when Jamar went, but Essendon seems a better destination. That would be funny.
Spreading the X's. But yeah, Giants are gonna smash the almighty shit out of North.
GWS, the mighty Giants.
Dogs versus the Bryans down here. Does anyone give the Bryans a hope apart from perhaps Morgs?
I'm not delusional. I just don't fucking like them.
Oh, you don't like the Bryans either. Dogs will smack them.
You fucking hate the Bryans more than anyone. You're bitter about the flags and...
I'm not bitter
beams
about anything. No, not bitter. I'm over it. I don't care.
She says as she proceeds to melt about Dane Beams in some other thread.
You were really over Dane Beams 4 weeks ago when you were last on here, right?
It was my first opportunity to get it off my chest, and it was cathartic. I'm done now.
Bulldogs for me.
Dane Beams to 40-5, and the Lions to win.
I would genuinely love that.
Hodgepodge's brain would explode. He would quit the bay for reals.
I think the Bulldogs will win by about 12 goals and Tom Boyd will kick 2 goals and that'll be seen as a win.
Agree.
I'll go for the Dogs, but I would like to see Cookie's prediction come true and have the Bryans beat them.
Cats versus Melbourne at the shithole.
Melbourne are psychologically fucked after managing to piss away the game. Geelong are about to give them a good old-fashioned spanking for Boris Grishingo's 300th game. So
The side of 186, I fear the memories will be still vivid and they'll beat them by probably 10 goals.
I think Melbourne will win. Nah, fuck, I can't do it. I can't do it. Geelong will win. Sorry, guys.
Geelong by a mile.
Yeah, we're done, you fucker.
We are Geelong, the greatest team of all. We are gonna fucking cane these dickheads like you wouldn't believe. And that will be us into the 8.
Alright, so yeah, this was the podcast for round 12. Starburns joined by Penal,
See you next week.
Cooksen,
see ya.
Teach,
Adios, amigos.
and Morgan Ashley.
Ciao, bitches.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.
You call us bitches.
Call me a bitch all the time.
No, he calls Penal a bitch.
He called me a bitch before.
Tension.
Envy.
Well, you're acting like a bitch.
And you're acting like Penal's bitch.
Does he look like a bitch?